only 2 confirmed Pokemon-related designs that Haruko Ichikawa is credited for. First is her debut with the Pokemon TCG with a full art DNC illustration as part of the Japanese specialty set V-Star Universe, card number 186 out of 172, released in December 2022 with its yellow bordered counterpart in the English specialty set Crown Zenith, the last of the Sword and Shield block. Galarian Gallery, card number 13 out of 70, that I hunted for personally from January 2023 onwards. There are other language variants for these cards, such as this Chinese one that I have, but the text is really the only thing that changes. The second is this illustration that was revealed via a Twitter post through the Pokemon Secret Club that Ichikawa actually did the character designs for Chairman Rose and Secretary Olena in the Sword and Shield games that released in November 2019. Beyond this though, it's kind of a guessing game. She is credited for 2 mainline series Pokemon games before and after Sword and Shield with Sun and Moon and Scarlet and Violet. But we really have no way of knowing exactly what she did for either of these generations. Plus, it's important to note that she did not appear on the credits for either Legends games, even though there is a DNC in the latest ZA one that I still need to catch. Scarlet and Violet has a plethora of characters that could have been designed by Ichikawa. I also think the main gimmick of terrestrialization in this game is very akin to her own gems. From her own manga, Land of the Lustrous, we can identify some defining characteristics that she likes to use to draw our own conclusions, such as these droopy or elongated eyes, as well as atypical body proportions. Penny fits her aesthetic perfectly, especially with the eyes. I mean, tell me this doesn't look like Phos if the hair was green. Although Rico, one of the Elite Four members, dresses very androgynously and kind of looks like Alexandrite, I just don't feel like this was done by Ichikawa. Similarly, Geeta, the champion, could have been, but the hair is kind of throwing me off, so I wouldn't go with this either. Tulip, one of the gym leaders, kind of sort of matches with Ichikawa's aesthetic, but this character is already credited to Megami Mishitani. Mela, one of the team member things, is pretty hard to tell off the bat, but Pennybew on Twitter pointed out this very small part of the character sheet that screams Ichikawa. I mean, like, look at this smile. This is something that Ichikawa has done, so 108% sold on this. Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Moon is interesting because this is the only time that Ichikawa is credited for designing Pokemon themselves. Now, I started playing this gen pretty recently, and I understand why she joined the franchise with this entry because of the Ultra Beasts. Foreign Pokemon that have some wacky designs, to say the least, and only 4 of them are really accounted for. Poipole and its evolution, Guzzlord and Buzzwole are all done by James Turner, and what's cool is that James actually got to pick the shiny colors for the Ultra Beast starter, which is awesome to hear. Taking a peek at the concept arts for the Ultra Beasts, the ones that have similar-ish character sheets are Kartana, Xurkitree, and Pheromosa. Really kind of hard to identify anything. Like, all of these designs are so out there, and none of them are really rooted in her style, but maybe the very, what's the right word, cunty mannerisms of Pheromosa seems to be the most likely option here. And also there's a little parallel between Diance's and Pheromosa's shiny forms where it looks like they swapped the outfits from their regular color schemes. Maybe Ichikawa got a chance to pick the shiny for this base cockroach, who knows. Since I haven't gone that far in Sun and Moon, I think there's this, like, the big bad Team Aether. I don't remember her name, but I pulled her full art for the Ultra Beast set in Pocket. Yes, it kind of looks like Ichikawa has done this, but this is actually credited to Take, who did the artwork for the Zaragoza series. Their art styles are pretty similar, and they've also been credited for these same games, as well as the Legend ones. So, like, I understand there's a little bit of confusion, but not done by Ichikawa at all. But yeah, looking at these, the handwritings between the character sheets, like for Pheromosa and Kartana, the first kanji doesn't really seem that consistent. However, even within Pheromosa's own sheet, the same kanji varies a lot, and it's not like I'm some kind of writing expert, especially for Japanese. So I guess if you want a piece of Ichikawa in the Pokemon franchise, the best option is to get the DNC, hands down. Japanese, English, Chinese, Italian, whatever. Whatever you can get your hands on, definitely get that. As for the characters, Olena, Rose, Mela, and Penny, you could pick up some of the full art TCG cards, but remember that those illustrations are not done by Ichikawa herself, even if they look dope. As for the actual Pokemon, you know, play Sun and Moon and catch some Ultra Beasts. That's about it. I've never done a full odds shiny hunt before, but it seems like a great time to get myself Pheromosa. So come join me on Twitch, but otherwise, I'll see you when Ichikawa decides to do more Pokemon stuff. Peace.